The year was 1986. Ronald Reagan was president. Oprah debuted on national television. You could buy a new car for less than $10,000, and the average price of a new house was roughly $89,000. It also was the year the National Pork Checkoff was born. I'm Gene Nemechek, a swine veterinarian from Springdale, Arkansas, and president of the National Pork Board. I am honored that my tenure coincides with the 25th anniversary of the Pork Checkoff. This silver anniversary reminds us that our hard work has yielded much success. It also reminds us what it will take to make our next 25 years equally rewarding. Pork producers have been blessed in many ways. We've always had outstanding leaders who had a clear vision of the path ahead and a belief in doing things the right way to get there. And we always seem to attract the type of farmer who knows the best way to get something done is to roll up the shirt sleeves and get at it. It's the same can-do spirit that inspired pork producers 25 years ago to set aside a portion of their hard-earned revenue as an investment in the greater good of the entire industry. In the next few minutes, you will hear some voices from the past, the present, and the future talk about the importance of the Pork Checkoff in the success of the U.S. pork production industry.
The thing that I was always interested in was, number one, having a quality product, and number two, telling our city cousins about it. I always had a lot of desire to promote our product, and we didn't seem to have a real good way of doing it, and that's what caused me to take a lot of concern in getting some kind of a checkoff started. And we had this Moline meeting where nothing supposedly happens. I decided today something is going to happen, and I came to the meeting and chaired part of it, and I got a $100 check out of my billfold and laid it on the table, and I said, who in this room wouldn't do that for our industry? And I think we collected $100 from everybody that was there. I think there were 85 people there, and we came up with $8,500.
Growing up on a farm in eastern Iowa many, many years ago, I worked alongside my father as he raised pigs. And as I've gone back and visited with him, he participated in the voluntary checkoff program that was in place before the National Pork Checkoff came into play in 1985 and 1986. It was that idea that he held, along with thousands of other pork producers across the country, that we must work together to promote and produce our product.
I continue to be amazed at how pork producers are willing to come together at the grassroots level and be willing, to give of their time and their money.
They realized that by banding together, they could do things that they could not do as individuals.
Pork Quality Assurance Plus, Transport Quality Assurance, those are two of the programs that I think that have benefited our industry tremendously in educating all of our producers.
So as we look at the production from PQA certification to TQA, which is the handling of all the animals today, which was a huge addition to this program just in the past few years. We hope to be able to demonstrate, and then through the We Care program, the responsible production and humane handling of animals.
The main role of the checkoff is to represent producers and to maintain a focus on the critical issues that are important at the time, and to look at those issues and see what ones are going to benefit the industry as a whole and benefit producers in their operations.
It's given us a united voice, for one thing. It's represented us as producers. I'm a producer, and I appreciate what Pork Checkoff has done to represent me.
This organization is in the business to help independent, the 70,000 pork producers be more profitable.
It's evolved from being something that producers maybe felt, well, now we got one more thing we have to do, to being a program that producers realize that we have to tell our story.
And we've come together under the banner of We Care which is our industry's commitment to doing the right thing, to being socially responsible, to being environmentally responsible in the way that we provide pork products to our consumers.
It's really a way of looking at our industry and a way of documenting what we do so that we can demonstrate that we care about our animals, that we care about our environment, that we care about our staff, we care about our people, we care about our communities. We've always done this, we've always cared about this, but now we can demonstrate it, now we can prove it, and now we can shout it to the world.
The Checkoff is going to continue to succeed because producers look at these challenges and say, we can provide a high quality, affordable, safe protein product, but we can also provide to our customers and consumers the social responsibility and the sustainability that they're asking of us today.
The most delicious things happen when you cut into pork. The other white meat.
The other white meat is always going to be a part of Pork Checkoff and pork producers' brand. It's iconic. It's part of our heritage.
If you say the other white meat, people automatically know that you're talking about pork. Now we're taking it to the next level.
We want consumers to fall in love with our product all over again, whether they are consumers here or in some of the international markets that are critical to our success.
The Checkoff funding to the pork industry is huge. It has taken us to where we are today, and I think it will fuel us to the future.
This is doing something for yourself. I mean, if you don't fight for your market, I don't know who's going to do that.
The greatest beneficiary of all of these efforts is the American consumer. And that's what it's all about. They are the ones who write the check.
All of us in the pork industry have a lot to be proud of. We look forward to the next 25 years with the same determination and spirit that has shaped our industry. In fact, the need to keep at it has never been greater. We've built trust and confidence in U.S. pork, both here and abroad. And as we move forward, we must continue to protect our reputation for responsibility. We will reinvigorate our promotional efforts to customers and consumers, and we will rise to every new challenge as it occurs. As we celebrate the past 25 years, we are committed to ensuring that the next 25 are just as rewarding and even more successful.